My name is Dakar. My name is Dakar and I'm a student in computer engineering here in Senegal since 4 years now. I'm also an indie game developer too. So what I do love really is games. So today I'm here to present you a project which name is IRP. So here we talked about many things, many problems we had in business involvement and all this stuff. But at the main basic problems, we do realize that we spend also more time on something else, which is holding our family, taking care of them every time and every day. We have here consequences of many things like diseases, like paludism, cholera, and all this stuff that we have to handle here. But we can heal them. We already found a way to heal all those diseases. But the problem is, it's still continuously be the main problem here, especially for us in Africa and here for them. And the main problem of that is that we don't hunt our garbages the good way. So we just drop it everywhere, anywhere, when we want and like we want. So here's an example of a place here in Senegal where we can find the garbages. And this place was not supposed to hunt was not supposed to be a place where they used to put the garbages. So people used to put it there, and it created problems. So the consequences of that is, like I said before, you have the example of diseases like paludism, cholera, and all this stuff that still exists, that is still a problem. So you've been spending more time to spend your money, the whole money you get, on handling your family, taking care of them, than being involving on our own project. So we have to fix it before thinking about how to make growth and all this stuff. So this is an example of people who you should find here is a woman who is dropping garbages at a place already cleaned. And here you have some people who used to come to the houses and pick up garbages to drop it somewhere, because people used to pay them for that. But they are not recognized by the administration. So they do it like they want. So you just come and pick the garbage because people don't want to keep them to keep it at their places, and then they will just drop it somewhere. And you have other people who come and just open those garbages to try to find something that they could find interesting, to reuse it, for example, and then they will just let everything there and it will spread out in the area. So what we're proposing, it was important to find a way to teach people, because we do not have education here about why is it important to handle garbages and why and how especially to handle them. So it was important for us to find a way to teach people, to make them involved in this way, to make them realize that it's important for them. So we just create, me and my team, a project called IRP. So IRP is a project that supports environmental sanitation and urban development in cities. So how? We do try to provide a way to people to express themselves, because here we used to complain every time, every day, but the government didn't realize that we have a serious problem in here, because we used to say that, but they used to pay some services who are supposed to handle those garbages. So unless they didn't see what is really happening on there, they will not accept our complaint. So we had to show them a place to create a place where they can find and look at what is really happening actually on our cities, in our towns. So we provide a way for the population to express themselves. So what they do is just to take a picture, and I recommend on it in the population, our application, our web application, our mobile application too. So we do get the geolocal position of the area, so that people can be able to get there to see if what they see there in the photos is really true or not. So the second way is to provide some information about how and why is it important to count garbages, and the type of garbages we used to see here, their life, their existence before they being sprayed. And we provide all this into a format of game, to make them involved much more in that, because we know that here in Africa, our population is much more young. So if we focus on young people, we're going to focus more on older people, because here in Africa we have something special. you are able to hear your cousin or your dad or your parent. So the son can be much more able to talk to his dad and really listen than if somebody outside just come and say, hey, I want to talk about you about how to home garbages. It will not be there will not be that ease to the communication between those two. So iAclean is composed of three elements. My iAclean, which is an application, as I said before, which helps you to find the garbages and the trashes in the town. So if there is a trash in the town and you have the garbages, you know where to place it. You can take the garbages or you can take the trashes when you sell them to let everybody else try to find it out. So we got iAclean Collector, which is an app that will be used by the services so that when they came to the place and they clean it, they can also take a picture of the place so they confirm that the place has been cleaned. So we're going to take this information there. And we have the iAclean Core, which is the main system to handle the garbages, because here we do not have a system to handle those garbages. We do not have the amount of the weight of the garbages being created every day. So it's important to have this by houses, by towns, by cities, and by countries too. So here is an example of the app. So in first place you have to log in, and then you have to register if you not, and then log in. Okay. And then here is the main part of you. So here is your avatar. Here is your name, your rank. It's just the name we give you to determine who you are in the game. And then you have your score here. So here the button which helps you track garbages, and on the side the button which helps you track the trashes too. Here you have the map, and on the learn part you have a part where you have some information. We teach you we give you information about garbages and trashes, and you have the game there too. So here you have an example. You just take a picture, and here you have to say something about your feelings, how you feel when you see this place. Where is it? Something you care about, and then you send that using the information on the web, and so it will be shown on the map, so you can have access to it on your phone or on our website. Here you have the learn part where you have the benefit of recycling, for example. How do I recycle? Alex of you garbages life and express an example of waste recycling and 10 facts about recycling. There is the information you get daily. So this was for 1 day. And you have the game. So here you have the rank of the people who used the application since then. So they've been classified by scores and by their names here. So that if somebody here, this means that this guy was the most one who used to localize the garbages and the trashes for us. And what we do is to reward these guys by avoiding them from taxes. You know, we have to pay for getting the services which comes and bring up the garbages for us from home and all stuff. So if they have a certain value, we work for the government, we argue that what we're going to do is just to free them from taxes for those elements. So they will not have to pay for example 1 month or 2 months depending on what their score are. So that's it for iAclean. Thanks.